If you are in your 90s or caring for someone who is, you already know this truth in your bones. When your legs begin to weaken, your whole world shrinks. The hallway feels longer, the front step feels higher. A simple walk to the mailbox can feel like climbing a hill. Most people are told, that is just age, there is nothing you can do. But that is not the full story. New research shows something different. Even after 90, your leg muscles are listening. They are not gone. They are waiting for the right foods, the right signals, to wake them back up. Today I am going to show you 12 everyday foods that send that signal and help tired legs grow stronger, steadier, and more dependable again. Before we look at the foods themselves, it helps to understand what is really happening inside your legs after 90. Weakness does not start with a dramatic fall or a single bad week. It usually starts with small changes that are easy to ignore. At first, you might notice that getting out of a low chair takes a little more effort. You press your hands into the armrests instead of standing up with just your legs. A few months later, climbing stairs feels less like a habit and more like a task you have to think about. Maybe you begin to choose the elevator or ask someone else to bring things upstairs. Over time, your brain quietly adjusts your life around your legs, and you move less without even realizing it. Under the surface, several things are happening at the same time. Your muscles naturally break down and rebuild every day. When you were younger, this repair system was fast and efficient. You ate a meal, digested the protein, and your muscles grabbed those amino acids and used them as building blocks. Hormones like growth hormone and insulin sent strong signals saying rebuild, repair, stay thick and strong. After 60, and even more after 80, those signals become quieter. Your stomach makes less acid, so you do not absorb protein and minerals as well. Your appetite may decrease, so your total food intake drops. You might eat toast and tea instead of a full breakfast, or a small snack instead of a real lunch. At the same time, low-grade inflammation builds up from years of wear and tear, illness, or stress. This inflammation tells your body to protect itself, not to grow. Researchers call this state anabolic resistance. It means your muscles are still able to grow, but they ignore small whispers from tiny amounts of protein or movement. They only respond when the signal is loud and clear. A few bites of food here and there are no longer enough. Your legs are not failing because they are old. They are failing because they are under-signaled and underfed. The hopeful news is that this situation is not fixed in stone. Studies on people in their 80s and 90s show that when you combine the right nutrients in the right amounts, the body still responds. Muscle fibers still thicken. Balance still improves. Walking speed still increases. The key is to stop sending weak, scattered signals and start sending clear, focused ones. That is exactly what a targeted food plan can do. The 12 foods you are about to hear about were chosen because they do at least one of three things. They provide a strong dose of muscle-building protein. They improve circulation, so more oxygen and nutrients reach your legs. Or they protect and repair the tiny power plants inside your muscle cells. When you understand that, you stop seeing meals as just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You start seeing each plate as a quiet, powerful message to your legs that says, I still need you. Stay with me. Now let us turn that science into something you can actually put on your plate, starting with the most important group for rebuilding lost muscle, your high-quality protein foods. These are the foods that give your legs the exact bricks they need to grow, along with the tools to use those bricks. The first is wild-caught salmon. Think of a small fillet, about the size and thickness of your hand. In that one piece, you get complete protein plus omega-3 fats that calm irritation in your muscles and joints. When inflammation is high, your body breaks muscle down faster than it builds it. Omega-3 fats help flip that balance. They quiet the fire so your body can switch from tearing down to repairing. At the same time, the 20 or more grams of protein in that serving give your leg muscles the raw materials to thicken and strengthen again. The second star is Greek yogurt. Not the sweet dessert cups with fruit syrup, but plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt that is thick enough to stand up on a spoon. It contains two forms of protein that are especially helpful after 90. Whey protein digests quickly and sends a strong, fast signal to your muscles that says, rebuild now. Casein protein digests slowly, feeding your muscles for hours, even between meals. Together, they help you overcome anabolic resistance by keeping amino acids available in your blood for a long, gentle window. Third, we have eggs. Whole eggs, including the yolk, are one of the most efficient ways to trigger muscle repair. The whites provide easily digested protein. The yolks provide vitamin D, choline, and healthy fats that help your body actually use that protein instead of wasting it. 2 or 3 eggs at breakfast can give you enough leucine, the key muscle-building amino acid, to flip on your muscle-building switch for the rest of the morning. And eggs are soft, easy to chew, and quick to prepare, which matters a lot if your energy is limited. The fourth protein powerhouse is sardines. Many people overlook them because they are small and come in cans, but for someone in their 90s, that is exactly what makes them perfect. You do not have to cook them. You can open a can, drain it, and put the sardines on toast, crackers, or a salad. In one small tin, you get high-quality protein, omega-3 fats, calcium from the tiny soft bones, and vitamin D. That combination feeds both your muscles and the bones they pull against. You might be wondering how much you really need if your appetite is small. The answer is simple. Aim to have at least one palm-sized portion of protein at each meal, even if the rest of the plate is very modest. Half a fillet of salmon with a few bites of vegetables still beats a whole plate of bread with no protein. If you truly cannot tolerate fish, you can use chicken, turkey, or lean beef in place of salmon or sardines, prepared in soft, easy-to-chew pieces. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to make sure your legs see a steady stream of complete protein every few hours, so they are never left waiting. Protein gives your legs the bricks to rebuild, but bricks are not enough on their own. You also need good circulation and steady energy, so those building blocks actually reach the muscles that need them. That is where some humble, colorful plants step in and do quiet miracles for your lower body. Spinach is the first of these circulation helpers. Inside each green leaf are natural compounds called nitrates. When you eat spinach, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a gas that tells your blood vessels to relax and open wider. Wider vessels mean more warm, oxygen-rich blood can reach your thighs, calves, and feet with every heartbeat. Spinach is also rich in magnesium and iron. Magnesium helps your muscles contract and then fully relax instead of staying tight and shaky. Iron helps your red blood cells carry oxygen, so your legs feel less heavy when you stand and walk. Beets work on a similar pathway, but in an even more powerful way. Their deep red color is a sign of concentrated nitrates and antioxidants. A small serving of cooked beets or a glass of beet juice can noticeably improve blood flow to the legs in a matter of days. Many older adults notice that stairs feel slightly easier or that their walking distance increases when beets become a regular part of their week. The science matches their experience. Better blood flow means your muscles receive more oxygen and can keep working longer before they protest. Then we have sweet potatoes, which handle the fuel side of the equation. Your muscles store carbohydrate as glycogen, their preferred energy source. If you have spent years avoiding all carbohydrates, your glycogen stores may be very low. That leaves your legs feeling empty and weak, no matter how much protein you eat. A medium sweet potato provides gentle, slow-burning carbohydrate that refills those stores without spiking your blood sugar. It also comes packed with potassium to reduce cramps, vitamin C to support tissue repair, and beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A for overall cell health. These foods are simple to use. A handful of spinach in an omelet, a few slices of beet on a salad, a baked sweet potato alongside your fish. They do not require chewing through a mountain of raw vegetables. Taken together, they widen the roadways that carry nutrients to your legs and refill the fuel tanks inside your muscles. That is how they turn every step from a struggle into something your body can handle with more ease. If you are not used to these foods, begin gently. Add a spoonful of cooked spinach to your eggs instead of filling the whole pan the first day. Try a few slices of beet in a salad before you drink a full glass of beet juice. Bake one sweet potato and eat half at lunch and half at dinner. As always, if you take blood thinners or have kidney or heart problems, talk with your doctor about portions, because these foods are powerful. The idea is not to shock your system. The idea is to slowly restore healthy blood flow and steady energy so your legs feel supported every time you stand. Next, let us look at the plant-based powerhouses that support leg strength from a slightly different angle. These foods are especially valuable if you do not enjoy large portions of meat or fish, or if you prefer softer, comforting meals like soups and stews. Lentils deserve to be near the top of any list for people in their 90s. When cooked, they become soft and easy to chew, yet they still deliver impressive nutrition. One bowl of lentil soup can give you a meaningful dose of protein, a large amount of fiber, and important minerals like iron and magnesium. Iron is vital because it helps your red blood cells carry oxygen to your muscles. If your iron levels are low, your legs will tire quickly. Not because they are lazy, but because they are literally not getting enough air. Magnesium, once again, helps each muscle fiber shorten and lengthen smoothly so your movements feel controlled instead of jerky. Lentils are also rich in folate, a B vitamin that helps your body make new cells. That includes the cells that repair tiny damage inside your muscles every day. When you combine lentils with even a small amount of animal protein, such as a little shredded chicken or a spoonful of yogurt on top, you create a complete, muscle-building meal in a single bowl. Quinoa is another remarkable option. Unlike most grains, quinoa is a complete protein, meaning it contains all the essential amino acids your body cannot make on its own. It also brings manganese, magnesium, and phosphorus to the table, minerals that support strong connective tissues. Those tissues are the tendons and ligaments that attach your muscles to your bones. When they are strong and well-nourished, your legs feel more stable and less wobbly when you stand, turn, or step off a curb. Then there are almonds. These little nuts are easy to keep by your chair or bedside and to snack on throughout the day. An ounce of almonds gives you protein, healthy monounsaturated fats, and a large dose of vitamin E. Vitamin E acts like a shield around your muscle cells, protecting them from the constant stress of movement and from the free radicals that increase with age. The healthy fats in almonds also help you absorb vitamins like D and K from other foods, which in turn support both bone and muscle. For someone over 90, the best part about lentils, quinoa, and almonds is how flexible they are. You can stir lentils into soups, serve quinoa in place of white rice, or sprinkle chopped almonds over yogurt, oatmeal, or even cooked vegetables. You do not need restaurant-style recipes. You simply need to invite these ingredients into dishes you already enjoy. Bit by bit, they raise the nutritional power of your plate and give your legs more of what they have been missing. We have talked about the foods that build and fuel your muscles. Now it is time to add the finishing touches, the foods that protect those gains, speed recovery, and keep this plan realistic and enjoyable, so you actually stay with it for more than a week. Blueberries are one of the simplest and most powerful additions you can make. Their deep blue color comes from anthocyanins, special antioxidants that calm inflammation inside your muscles and in the tiny blood vessels that feed them. When muscles are sore and blood vessels are stiff, even a short walk can feel punishing. Blueberries help soften that response. Many older adults also notice sharper thinking and better mood when they eat berries regularly. And that matters because a clear, confident mind helps you stay active and steady on your feet. Blueberries pair perfectly with Greek yogurt. When you stir a small handful into a bowl of plain yogurt and add a few chopped almonds, you create a dessert that is secretly a powerful leg-strengthening snack. The yogurt delivers fast and slow protein, the almonds add healthy fats and vitamin E, and the berries bring antioxidants that protect every part of that system. It is easy to swallow, gentle on sensitive teeth, and can be eaten at any time of day. Dark chocolate might sound like a treat that should be off limits, but in the right form and amount, it can help your circulation. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa contains flavonoids that tell your blood vessels to relax. This increases blood flow to your muscles in a similar way to beets and spinach, though on a smaller scale. Dark chocolate also contains magnesium and triggers the release of endorphins, the natural feel-good chemicals your brain uses to reward you. A small square or two in the afternoon can lift your mood and support blood flow at the same time. Finally, remember sardines alongside salmon. Because you eat them with the soft bones still inside, they provide calcium and vitamin D together in a very natural package. Strong bones are just as important as strong muscles. If the poles are weak, even the strongest ropes cannot hold. Sardines also bring omega-3 fats and high-quality protein, all in a form that does not require cooking and can be stored in the pantry for months. These finishing touch foods do more than look good on a list. They make your meals more colorful, more satisfying, and more comforting. That is important, because the real secret to rebuilding leg strength after 90 is not one perfect day of eating, it is many good enough days in a row. Foods you actually enjoy are the ones you will keep eating, and those are the ones that will quietly change your legs over time. By now you have heard about 12 different foods, and it might feel like a lot to remember. So let us turn this into something simple and practical. A pattern you can follow without measuring, counting, or feeling overwhelmed. Think of each day as 3 chances to feed your legs. At breakfast, choose 1 strong protein and 1 plant helper. That could be 2 eggs scrambled with a handful of spinach and a slice of whole grain toast, or a cup of Greek yogurt topped with blueberries and a spoonful of chopped almonds. In that one meal, you have given your legs complete protein, antioxidants, healthy fats, and circulation support. At lunch, aim for a bowl and a side. A warm bowl of lentil soup with pieces of carrot and sweet potato gives you plant protein, fiber, iron, and slow-burning energy. On the side, you might have a small salad made with spinach or mixed greens, a few slices of beet, and a sprinkle of walnuts or sardines on top. The portions do not need to be large. Even a small cup and a small side count. What matters is that your muscles see a mix of amino acids, minerals, and nitrates arriving together. In the evening, keep things just as simple. A piece of baked salmon on a bed of quinoa with roasted sweet potato and steamed greens beside it is a complete leg rebuilding plate. On nights when cooking feels like too much, you could open a can of sardines, serve them on toast with sliced avocado, and add a small bowl of cooked spinach. It may not look like a restaurant meal, but your muscles will recognize it as exactly what they need. Layer in small pleasures to help you stay consistent. A handful of almonds with afternoon tea, a square of dark chocolate after dinner, or a piece of fruit with a few walnuts are not cheats in this plan. They are part of your circulation and recovery support. You do not have to include all 12 foods every single day. Aim for 3 or 4 at each meal, rotating them across the week. Over time, you will create your own rhythm. And always remember to work with your doctor, especially if you have kidney disease, heart failure, or need to limit certain minerals. The goal is not to force huge changes overnight. The goal is to gently tilt the balance in favor of strength, day after day, so that standing up, walking across the room, and stepping outside feel just a little easier than they did before. There is one more piece to fit into this picture, and that is gentle movement. Food gives your muscles tools and fuel. Movement gives them a reason to use both. Even if you cannot walk far, you can stand up from a chair a few extra times each day, hold onto a counter, and rise onto your toes, or slowly march in place while holding a sturdy surface. Each small effort tells your legs, "We are still in use. Stay ready." Combine that message with the steady support of these 12 foods, and you give your body the best possible chance to rebuild strength at any age. If your legs have been feeling weaker or less reliable in the last few years, hear this clearly. You are not broken, and you are not too old to change. Your muscles still respond to every bite you take. Every serving of salmon, every bowl of lentils, every handful of almonds is a message that says, keep building. You do not have to change everything at once. Start by upgrading one meal with one of these leg-saving foods and give it a few weeks. Notice whether standing up feels easier, or the walk to the mailbox leaves you less tired. Those small changes are proof that your body is listening. If you want more science-based guidance to stay strong and independent at any age, subscribe and turn on notifications. And tell me in the comments which of these 12 foods you will add first. I read every message,